Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm so happy you're here. My name is Jackie and my channel is dedicated to all things cozy and slow living through the seasons. Today's video, I wanted to do something a little bit different. So this video is going to be a voiceover talking about how I incorporate slow living while having a 9-to-5. So I have posted a few YouTube videos with me living a slow life. And something that I like to make very clear is that, yes, I do have a 9-to-5. I am not living in the mountains full time as much as I wish I could, and I really hope that one day I do. But I currently have a 9-to-5, and I do that Monday through Friday. And while it may look like I'm living this super cozy and slow life, I try as much as I can, but I do have a 9-to-5, and I consider myself a very normal girl that works a corporate 9-to-5. And I think sometimes that shocks people because again, my channel is dedicated to cozy and slow living. But here's the thing. You can live a slow life while having a 9-to-5. And so that's what I wanted to talk about today, was to share with you guys how I do this and how I incorporate this into my life, because I do think incorporating this into my life has also trickled into my work life, which has been really, really great. So over the past few months, I do feel like even my work life has become a little bit slower and peaceful. And I also think it's important to share just because of social media, and we are all posting our highlight reels, which I don't mind. I do it as well. But you can live a slow life and you can experience this while also working a 9-to-5 or living in the city. It's totally possible. And I think it's just how to reframe your mind on what a slow life is. And I think that's something important to note as well. A slow life, to me, might have a little bit of a different definition than others. But to me, this is a slow life. And so let's get into it. I want to share the things that I do each and every day and on the weekends to incorporate more of a slow life into my very normal corporate 9-to-5 life. So first things first, I start each and every morning, whether I'm working or not that day, very, very slow. And I know that not everyone has this time. Also keep in mind that I do not have kids, so I have a lot of time on my hands, a lot of free time that I'm able to incorporate these things into my life. So just take that with a grain of salt. But I try to start each and every morning pretty early, especially if I'm working my 9-to-5. So I try to get up around 5:30 a.m. And no matter what I'm doing that day, I honestly try to give myself 2 hours of a very slow morning, a very slow and intentional morning off of my phone, off of social media. So what that usually looks like is having my coffee and enjoying that and sipping it really, really slow. I am probably the world's slowest coffee drinker. I like it to last about an hour, but that's because I love it so much and I just want it to last as long as I can. So while I'm drinking my coffee, I will also usually set aside time to journal. I love journaling. I think it's a wonderful way to start the day and kind of clear my head. And it also just helps me stay in the present moment, which we will also talk about today. But yeah, I will have my coffee, journal. If I'm somewhere on the weekends, like in the mountains, I like to go outside and listen to the birds and hear the birds chirp. So if it's dark outside, at my house, I'll stay inside and journal. But if it's light out on the weekends, I will go outside on the back porch and listen to the birds, and I will just sit there and drink my coffee. This type of morning routine has changed my life. It's created a slow living vibe within my soul. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of how I like to explain it. It's just created peace within me. And so I really try to commit to a very slow morning to set myself up for the day. This should come as no surprise, but my number 2 top tip is nature. Nature makes me feel so calm and peaceful. And to me, that's almost like what my definition of slow living is. It's living in a way that makes me feel very calm and peaceful and in the present moment. So nature makes me feel that way. I like getting out in nature every single day. Even if it's rainy, you guys, put on a raincoat, grab an umbrella, and get outside. I've said this many times before, but nature has been my greatest healer in life. And it makes me feel so good inside. And you don't have to be anywhere extravagant, you guys. You can just walk outside and put your feet into the grass. That's called grounding. And something as simple as that will truly help you enter that slow living, calm vibe. You don't even have to go on a hike or anything like that. Just getting outside, like I said, on the porch every morning, sitting under the trees if you can, if you have a park nearby. I really try to get out in nature every single day. And I especially spend a lot of my free time in nature on the weekends when I'm not working. So I think that's important to note as well, that outside of my 9 to 5, I really try to be in nature as much as I can. Piggybacking on nature, something that's also really important to me that provides myself a slow living lifestyle, is walking or moving in a way that makes you feel very calm and peaceful. And so for me, it's walking. And so I like to walk in nature, and then I get 2 benefits in one. So I think any type of mindful movement, for me, it's walking, hiking, doing yoga, maybe it's some Pilates, or just whatever type of movement is important to you or feels good to you. Incorporate that into your daily life. I try to go on a walk, whether it's long or small, every single day, and that truly has helped change my mindset and has helped bring peace and calm into my life, and thus living a slower lifestyle. I've already mentioned this a few times in this video, but my next tip to living a slow life is to just trying to be more mindful and staying in the present moment. To me, that is what slow living is all about. It's not necessarily like having a homestead or a farm, but it's just being really mindful with your day and trying to stay in the present moment as much as you can. And I know that can be really, really hard, but the more that you do it, I swear, the more peace you feel in your heart and the more gratitude. And if you're like, I don't know how to incorporate mindfulness into my day, I would say where to start. And something that has helped me is just taking one thing at a time. Whatever task you're doing, focus on that. So if you're at work, you're at your 9 to 5, focus on that task you're doing. Don't worry about what you have to do after work. Don't worry about what you're doing on the weekend, but just focus on the one task. To me, that's saying one day at a time, or one thing at a time, one task at a time. That has really helped me stay in the present moment. And again, to me, that's kind of what slow living is all about. It's just being really purposeful and intentional with your day and what you're doing with each task. Wow, we are already getting towards the end of the video, and I feel like there's so much more I can say about this. So if this is something you are interested in hearing more about, please let me know, because I feel like this is a topic that I could go on and on about forever. And I just want to reiterate this one more time, because this took me a long time to learn, and I honestly haven't fully grasped this idea until this year. But you can live a slow life while having a 9 to 5, and your 9 to 5 can allow you to do things that bring you that slow living lifestyle and make you feel peaceful and calm, like treating yourself to a cabin in the mountains, you know? Anyways, I hope this helps, and I would love to hear your thoughts on living a slow life with a 9 to 5. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you like this video. Bye, guys.